All right, what's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Queen Neffy, a.k.a. Neffy Raps. This is the Vibe Session. Y'all already know how we coming, baby. We promise to bring y'all some of the dopest, hottest artists that's out here doing it, getting it out the mud, y'all. And we have a very special guest in the building today. I'm excited to have him here and chop it up with him. AJ Wells, what's going on with you?
How's it going, Queen?
Everything is good, man. I can't complain. How are you?
All is well.
I love how we coordinated without coordinating
Absolutely.
today. Y'all peep the green?
Big green for big money. Big purple for big royalty.
I love it.
We know what's up.
And I checked out your gram. You're like very fashion forward, which I love. I'm a fashion girl.
Thank
so
you.
I see the looks and everything that you put together.
When I first saw you, I was like, oh yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So where do you get your fashion inspiration from? Because listen, he's putting the fits together.
Thanks. Online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to tell nobody specifically because I don't like no twins. I'm like my mom when it comes to that.
Yeah.
My friends I'll tell, but no.
Don't shop where I shop.
Right. Let's not do that. Twin, where have you been? No.
Yes.
I don't want us looking alike.
I love it, though. I love the energy. And we got family in the building, friend in the building.
Absolutely. Mike and Kiara are here.
You know, we got shout out the squad. Mike and Kiara came through to support.
Let's talk about Little Prince.
Listen.
That's here.
My son is here. He had to be put out the room because he don't know how to act.
That's fine.
Bless his little heart.
And Queen number 2.
Yes, shout out Imani. Yes, family. So, man, I'm excited to have you here and to talk with you. So my first question is, I checked you out. I checked out your music. You have a great voice, great talent. When did you realize that you could actually like sing? Like, ooh, I can sing a little bit.
My family noticed it at 5.
Mm-hmm.
So the story goes, I don't think I've ever told this publicly, but I was watching The Bodyguard at my aunt's house, sitting Indian style, looking up at the TV, and I was just singing. I thought singing was just like talking.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was a thing. And so I think they were like playing spades or something or dominoes in the kitchen. And my sister was like, wait a minute, that's not Whitney. Is that AJ singing? And so I think she like creeped up behind me, the whole family. By the end of the song, I remember them like yelling like, oh my God, dude, you can sing.
Mm-hmm.
And it scared me, of course, because I was like, I don't know, what this is. But not until my aunt, Aunt Claudine, God rest her soul, she was like, come here, baby, do that again. And I remember standing between her legs. And she said, do what you just did. And then I sang it again, and tears started running down her eyes. At 5 years old, I said, oh, this is something. And I was like, don't cry. And she was like, no, these are good tears, And I think that's when I realized, oh, what this is that I'm doing, it has some value. It means something.
Mm-hmm. Do you come from like a singing family, or like you were the one that could sing?
So everyone is musically inclined.
Okay.
Black people just kind of have this, we all can sing, and we all got a sense of rhythm, and we all musical, but I am the only one that really took it like far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. So how would you like describe your music to people who may be listening for the first time? Like what vibe would you say you give?
It's eclectic.
Okay.
Like you can almost just see a journey of where I'm going, and of course where I've been. So you could get some gospel music because that's my foundation. But as of lately, it's kind of been alternative. It's got a little bit of like a Prince vibe, meets the Bee Gees, meets Beyonce's Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the first time I've ever said that out loud. But those 3 people are people that I'm greatly inspired by: Prince, the Bee Gees, and Beyonce. And it just kind of gives this like this new take on something that's nostalgic. But I think it's unique and creative enough to say, no, that's definitely AJ. So I don't know how you would, if those are 3 artists that you could, I guess, like look up on and say, oh, okay, I get it. That's kind of the vibe that I'm giving right now.
Yeah, I can feel that. Like I checked out some of your music before you came, and your new single, which we're going to get into in a few minutes, That's what I got.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw in like a little bit of Bilal, maybe a little bit
Vocally,
of...
I can see where
You know what
I'm
I
choosing the
mean?
place
Yeah, like...
in that head voice.
Man, and I'm a big fan of his. So you gave me kind of like that funk,
I love Bilal.
that disco, a little bit of house, a little bit of like, definitely
Play with
eclectic.
Fire has that sound.
Yeah.
Trip Around the Sun that just came out has that vibe. And, I just want to, one day, if someone can call me the king of disco, I would probably be on top of the world.
Okay.
It's my
I love
favorite
that.
genre. You got to be able to sing to really do disco. And you kind of got to be a little futuristic and a little bit of all the things that sometimes people are too macho and too cool to do. But a nigga cool around here.
Come on now.
And I love it.
Yeah. And it sets you apart. It's like, yeah,
Absolutely.
I want to actually hear more of what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
So I love that. So you mentioned having a gospel background, like most of us. You know, I know in my later years, I'm a little bit into the ratchetry, but I too, like many people, kind of grew up in the church and with that influence. So, so you do a little bit of like gospel and secular, or okay?
Yeah, I think there is something beautiful to be said about being able to do sacred and secular. And, hopefully I can show the world that if you look at someone who is an actor, they are also, spiritual or saved or Christian, however way you want to put it. Somebody that plays sports. Only when it comes to music, you really put people in these boxes. And I'm so glad that I'm free from people's opinions of me. And I will not be put in the box. If I wake up this morning and I want to sing Jesus on the Main Line, that's what I'm going to sing.
Tell them what you want.
But
Come on now.
If I want to sing Cheers to Another Trip Around the Sun, that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
And I'm still just as much saved. I'm just as much AJ, just as much cool. However way you want to do it, But I think the problem is that we have become such a religious people versus a spiritual people. And if you're going to worship me in spirit and in truth, I think we should take away the mask and really just go ahead and just be yourself.
Exactly.
Because when you go home, you're listening to this music. And it's a career. Let's talk about it. I want to expand on my creativity and do something different, and so very much unapologetic about it. I could care less what somebody think. I'm making my
As
money,
you should.
and I'm doing what I love.
Yeah, because as an artist, you kind of have to have that idea, that feeling about yourself, because people are trying to talk you out of it, dissuade you from doing what you want to do. So
and shout out to my moms who kept me in the church, but she never put those parameters around me. I did. Because I was a little bit worried about what people would think about me. But my big Aries energy has just decided to just rise up and take over completely, and I don't care.
Big Aries. So you just had a birthday.
Yeah, April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Yes,
Happy
big
belated
Aries.
birthday. My son's an Aries. His birthday is on the 16th.
See, I knew it. I was like, little Prince, what's up, man?
Man,
I am
happy
an
belated.
Aries Pisces. So I'm big Aries.
Oh, you're big Aries. What did you do for your birthday?
I went to the DR.
That's right. You told me you was in the DR because I was trying to get you last week. He was like, I'm in the DR. I was like, what? Bring me back time.
Had a great time.
It's like, no.
I went to Santo Domingo, and everyone thought I was Dominican when I went. And
I
was
can see that.
I'm very much black. Well, black, white, and Native American, but I had a great time. They felt like my people, and they welcomed me as such. Food was good. Wasn't like amazing, but food was good. But the people were amazing. That's what I really loved.
Okay.
I really loved the people that I met.
Most memorable moment from your birthday this year?
Most memorable moment. I think the fact that I just woke up in another country and my video was out and I turned it on the YouTube and I said, like, this is really dope. And the views went up real fast. I don't know. I just think the whole day was cool.
So you dropped on your birthday?
I did.
Oh, nice. Love that rollout. Okay. So I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Back to kind of like the church. Why do you think like some of the younger generations don't really care to go as much as, previous generations?
Well, Well, big shout out to the church because I
Yes.
think it's a space that people build community and people do get healed and people do get transformed and people aren't judged and people are loved. And so I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't go to a church that does all of that for me.
Okay.
But it took a long time. The journey was long and rough. You get what I'm saying?
To find a good,
To
like, your
find
right
a
fit.
space.
Yeah.
And you got to find your tribe.
Can we shout out the church just in case somebody want to go?
Yeah, New Life Fellowship.
No Life Fellowship.
New Life Fellowship in Arlington.
Okay.
And I think it's so important. Bishop Paul Morton said, "Go where you are celebrated." So it's almost like, cool, these people don't celebrate me and who I am. It doesn't mean God doesn't love you. It doesn't mean God doesn't accept you and affirm you. It's just people make up church. Let's just call it what it is, you know? And sometimes people get church hurt and it's like, you're really people hurt and you was around the wrong people. Because that's not really how God feels about you.
Right.
You know, theology major, I've done my studying and I'm not going to go into it deeply, but there are so many things that we have been indoctrinated on that's not the truth. You know, oftentimes it's history that we're reading that we can apply to our lives that has spiritual benefits. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm
He
not
said,
here
I'm
to preach,
spitting.
yo.
He said, I'm spitting. It is Sunday. Somebody
You're right,
might need
you're
a good
right,
word.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But yeah, big shout out to the church. I think people
Yeah.
are leaving because they ran into the wrong people,
Yes.
not the church. Because at its essence, it's a good place to build life, to maybe meet someone that you love, to build friendships. You know, that's why my brother's here with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we very much worship together. We very much go out to eat together. We very much cheers together. We do all the things, you know, and it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, sometimes you run into situations that you meet unhealthy people, and they're all around the world. And it's just unfortunate that you're trusting that the church is going to be a safe space, but you have to realize that people are going to be people, and people create unsafe spaces. You know what I'm saying?
They do, yeah.
God has not changed. It's just that people put him in these boxes and put labels on him, and that's not the truth. And I hope somebody hears me loud and clear.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? God loves you just the way you are. And if there is something that's within you that you feel like is not cool, that's not healthy, that's not beneficial to your life, allow the spirit that's within you, Holy Spirit that's within you, to convict you and tell you, hey, I probably should get that right in my life. It's not healthy for me. It doesn't help me. It hurts someone else. Those are things that are sin and that aren't beneficial to you or anyone else. Does it make sense?
It makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And I think that you hit on so many powerful points. Like, it's the people. It's not
Yes.
the church
It's not the church.
sometimes. And, you know, there are some people that kind of get turned off sometimes. You know, it's a lot of politics. You
Yes.
know, some things
Yes.
just don't go right all the time. But I think you hit on some powerful points
And
that
I'm not
will resonate with
justifying-
some people.
And I'm not justifying that
Yeah.
the place that you decided to go to worship hurt you and did you dirty. I'm very much so validating the truth of the matter.
Right.
But it's not the same for everyone.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's not the same everywhere.
Everywhere. That's exactly right. That's a good point. So, okay, so when you want to have fun, when you want to unwind, let your hair down, so to speak, what are some things you like to do? Or, like, what's a guilty pleasure of yours?
Ooh. Guilty pleasure? I don't feel guilty about pleasure.
Okay. Come on, somebody.
I'm free.
I'm going to second that.
I'm just saying. But I do enjoy like some live music.
Yes.
If they can sing and if they can play, because then my overly skillful ears be like, oof, no, that was bad, you know. But a fire band and some amazing singers, oh, that do it for me. And some good food on the side.
Come on now.
With some dark liquor, because I do enjoy a nice little drink. I don't believe in getting drunk and getting like wasted. It's just not healthy. It's like these are the things that I was talking about previously. That's the conviction that I get. This ain't healthy for me. And
it don't feel good once
don't
you're
feel
at that
good.
point.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
You get what I'm saying? I think these are the truths of life that people should really start talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I call them soul parables.
Soul parables. I
Parables
like
for the
that.
soul.
Come on now.
It's an album coming out.
Oh, that's the name of the album.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is it done yet?
It actually is, but yeah.
Okay.
First time I've said that again out loud.
Okay.
Maybe because don't nobody call me up to ask me to talk.
Well, you manifesting it.
Yeah.
You know? So do we have like a projected release potentially?
September will be nice because I'm going to follow that with some type of 20th anniversary celebration of myself because I've been doing this for 20 years.
20 years. Yeah. Wow. So.
And I look so young. Ain't that crazy?
You do. You look about 25.
Speak the truth. Tell no lies, friend. That's the truth.
But that's an accomplishment. What motivates you to stay in the industry? Because the music industry, y'all, is
cutthroat.
Ooh, it could be a lot.
Y'all don't like the church.
What keeps you going?
Y'all don't like the church. Don't join the music industry. And everybody want to be a singer. And
it's rough. Ain't no HR department. I could keep going.
Look, ain't nobody looking out for you these days.
They trying to get you, really. Everybody.
Ain't no labels trying to build you up. You got to make it on your own.
Yeah.
And then the powers that be don't even pay you for the streams and the downloads like you really should be paid. So
what's it like? 0.03 cents or something per stream? Something crazy like that.
half a penny.
Yeah.
And then you got to make like per 1 million streams, you may hit $4,000.
Maybe.
And you know how expensive this room is?
I'm telling you. The videos, the studio time.
The Purple Effect was recorded next door.
Oh, was it?
Yes. And it's not cheap.
No, it ain't.
You spend sometimes 10 G's on some real good production work. Just for y'all just to be like, oh, that's cute and keep scrolling. No, that was fire. I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Save it, send it to somebody else.
Come on.
Because you see this as quality and clear
exactly
and creative. Quit hating.
Right. What's up with that? Why do people do that?
I don't know. Everybody want to do the same thing.
I know. We need to do better, y'all. 2025, we need to do better.
Everybody's not chosen to do this. And I think people need to start like, it's okay to be a fan still. And let people, like really live in the space that they're supposed to be at, because right now it's oversaturated. And people like, I think myself and people like you that really should seep above. Because there should be this thing where people just had this aura about them. Like when I met you, I was like, oh, she's got this thing.
You had a thing too.
You know
we
what I'm
had
saying?
an exchange in the elevator. I'm like, wait, what do you do?
Yeah, it was like, it was like this kindred greatness that met. And I'm not saying that I'm better than nobody, but I do know that there's something extremely different about people like you and I. And it's sad that sometimes we don't get the full recognition because we go through a lot too. We really, I know that about you, and I know that about you because in order for you to have that, that's something different and it's something unique, and you stand out amongst the crowd. You also go through a lot of hell.
A lot.
In your personal life.
100%.
And it's almost like, well, if I'm going through all this hell, at least give me my streams and my money and my check and my follows, because my stories are like 400 and 500 views, but my likes is like 150.
Yeah. They watching. Yeah.
Same outfits be on these major stages.
Yeah. It's rough.
Maybe the vibe session will just break and go viral.
It will.
It
will go viral.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been doing this podcast for 7 years. And I know that moment is coming for the pod.
And how do you? Because I know I hopefully I answered it. How do I stay consistent? Because I know I know this is where I'm supposed to do it, and I would feel dead if I wasn't doing it, whether you like it or not. But what keeps you motivated?
Same. I'm an artist first, and I started doing a pod because I love to talk, and I always wanted a talk show.
And I like your voice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, I was like, man, I got to do a pod. When I moved to Dallas is when I started my first pod.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity to do just that by doing an interview. The owner of the station was like, have you ever thought about having a pod? I was like, yeah, I thought about it. But, you know, so he gave me the opportunity to do it, take it serious. But what keeps me going is feeling like I have a voice and I have a unique perspective and I have a unique journey. So I want to give other artists the opportunity to talk about their music, talk about their journey, you know, people that may not be, you know, the norm of what people are seeing. Like, I want to get everybody. I've had rock artists. I've had gospel. I've had pop. I've had all, you know, because I'm just like a curious person. I love hearing people's stories, and I think I get that out of it, too. I learn from people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like a give and take for me, honestly.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Baltimore.
I love that Baltimore accent. Baltimore.
Thank you.
You didn't say it right. You've been in Texas too long.
I've been in Texas, but some people pronounce the T. Jamal Bryant pronounced the T. But some people say Baltimore. But, you know, I feel like...
Jamal Bryant from Atlanta, right?
No, he's from Baltimore.
I mean,
he moved to Atlanta. But I used to go to his church in Baltimore. Empowerment Temple.
Okay.
But yeah, no... That's my home.
I appreciate what he's doing in the world today.
He's needed. He's a leader that's needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think he's like our civil rights leader of our generation.
I love it. Because we sure ain't been back to Target.
Man, it hurts too. Because I used to go into... I can't stand Walmart.
Nah.
Never could do Walmart. Target was my spot.
But wait.
I was in there every week.
Wait. One of my friends... We, you know, walked into the room, and they was like, "Ooh, you look nice." And my friend was like, "Where you get that shirt from?" She was like, "Target." And we was like, "Target." She said, "I walked in like this."
Yes. It hurts that we can't go, but I love to see us do something as a collective. It gives me some hope that we can
really
do something.
Impact. Just think if we did this about everything, that we would, like, if we could really rally up together about every single issue and just be like, hey, if you're going to do it this way, this is what's going to happen each and every time.
If we could support each other like that.
Absolutely.
Because every other community does it. Asians have entire communities of businesses and this and that.
And they only go to their own grocery stores and shops. And then, other folk going to keep generational wealth within their families and their friends' families. During them little debutantes, they're figuring out, Timmy and Susie gonna get married so we can keep this thing. Like it.
Exactly.
But we just, the most talented, the most beautiful, the most
imitated.
People, the most imitated are fighting against each other.
Yeah. So we got to get into the new music.
Okay.
Love the single. I mean, you don't even hear a lot of records like that. It's a standout record to me.
Thank you.
Not only is it good, well written, it's a standout.
Thank you.
Tell me the inspiration behind the new single.
It was my birthday, and I wrote it in like 2 hours. I think I just woke up and I was like, I think I want to write a song about my birthday. So it wasn't a long drawn out thought. And I think, record breaking time, 2 hours.
Wow.
Like, I think what you hear on this record is like first takes. Yeah.
Like light flex.
No, it just wasn't like, it wasn't that like thought out.
But that's awesome. Like first take, people spend hours and hours and hours on one record.
No.
Yeah.
This was the easiest one probably.
Wow.
And I'm glad I finally did it. I was like, I love disco, and I don't know why I haven't like done a disco song. Like it's funky, but it has this, like the root of it is disco, but it does have this big funk, vibe to it. It was easy for me to get into the clothes. It was easy for me to get creative about the video. The video is pretty dope. It was easy for me to do these things. And I don't think I even thought through what is the audience going to think of it. It's probably why it was so, I'm just going to do it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, but I wanted my own song for my own carousel with my little pictures that I took. You know what I'm saying? And then it just kind of, it kept expanding. And I was like, I'm gonna do a video to it. And then I was like, I'm gonna do a visualizer. And then that visualizer turned into, I'm doing a whole music video. So yeah.
And everybody loves a good birthday song.
And I just kind of feel like, we need a new birthday song.
Yeah.
Because all of y'all birthday posts sound the same. So
it was one that was new that came out recently. I ain't gonna try to sing it because I'm not blessed with that. The Lord knew not to give me the talent to sing.
Why
Because
is that? You wouldn't be able to get through a door, huh?
y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing for real. Because y'all
fly.
already can't tell me nothing now. But
You
if I
already
could hit a
fly.
note,
Good looking, got a good voice.
thank you.
Fly. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
If I could hit a note though, y'all be sick of me.
No, for real. I hear you. No, you know what? It wouldn't be that way because you'd be like, oh, this is what I do.
Yeah, maybe.
It's just the air that I breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I was like, we need another birthday song. I'm tired of y'all. It's your birthday. It's your. No, I'm tired of that one. I want to say hi. They're great. They're great ones.
Yeah.
I promise you. But y'all can switch it up. And Trip Around the Sun birthday ode is very much one that you should start using.
You should. I might have to rock out to it my
Please
birthday
do it.
next year.
Please do it.
I'm gonna send you a
tell
video.
Yes. Please tag me if you use it so that I could, just be even more inspired. But yeah, we need another birthday song.
Yeah, and it's good. I don't cap about music. You know, if I hear something, I'm like, oh, it's a nice song. It's a good song.
Thank you.
It's a good song. So what is like your dream feature if you could collaborate with anybody of your choosing?
Just one
like
person?
tomorrow.
I can't give you like top
Okay, you
three.
can give me 3.
Okay. Oh, I love stuff like this. Missy Elliott,
Ooh, goat.
Beyonce.
Goat.
Oh, I feel so. This is so hard. I'm gonna go with Pharrell.
Ooh, that's a good
I've
one.
always dreamed of what it would be, cause he's so unique, but he's also a church kid. I feel like we would get along well, and I want to say he's an Aries too.
He might be. He might be, but he's
What's
so
up, Pharrell?
dope. Man, so
I know
many
he's into
hits.
fashion, which I am too. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I feel like
he
there's
is.
like kindred spirits there.
And he stayed youthful too.
Oh my God.
He looks the same. Maybe
Yeah.
a little smaller. I think he got skinnier. But
That's weird. His
Yeah.
like Black Don't Crack. I don't know what that is.
Pharrell, what you want? Send me some in the mail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you my P.O. box so you can send me some.
I'll fly out to wherever you are, and I'll get some of that, and then we can record some music.
There
That's
we
kind of
go.
how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back to you.
Yeah.
We local.
Man.
This is what it gave me. I got you, friend.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to do. When I
Yeah.
get something, and I get the plug, then I pass it down to my friend, right?
You're supposed to. That's how we look out for each other.
That's right.
Especially the people you care about.
So yeah, B if you're listening, Missy if you're listening, and
Yes.
Pharrell if you're listening.
Man, I love all of those artists. I love Pharrell. Missy is one of my biggest inspirations. On the music side, I mean, the creativity, the looks, the dance, the videos. Like her videos were so ahead of their
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Like, and she's influenced so many
She's the GOAT.
people.
Let's just talk about it.
It's crazy.
If you have a Mount Rushmore of female MCs and
She's
you
on it.
don't have Missy Elliott, I don't trust
We can't be
you
friends.
as a person.
We
Off
can't
with
be
your
friends.
head.
Yeah, we can't be friends. Missy deserves it.
You don't have Missy Elliott?
She deserves it. Yeah.
We're not gonna get into that because I know a lot of people will be like, well, the other three, I don't care about the other three. I really don't. Mm-hmm. But Missy's got to be on your Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore.
She's got to be.
Female MCs.
Yeah, very influential. Shout out to Missy.
Missy.
Okay, AJ. So, if I could, I would talk to you all day because I love your vibe and your energy. But before we get out of here, I want to do 2 things.
Okay.
Tell the people, I know you got the single. You're working on an album.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what's in the pipeline for you. Summer's coming. It's about to heat up. So what can we look forward to? You hitting some stages or what you got coming up?
So I've got some out of the country stuff that I'm doing just because, my bread and butter is gigging. It's not these streams.
Yeah.
So I'm always singing. So I do like a lot of like show band company stuff because I'm not too big to still do stuff. Like this is what I do for a living. This is my profession. And I would tell a lot of people, get into some of the cruise ships and the show band stuff because while you're on your journey to the Grammy stage, still make your money. It's lucrative,
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot of that.
Good. And you do placements, right? You've had some major network
Netflix,
placements.
yep.
Yes. Dope.
And I'm still shopping music around. But yeah, that really did something special for me. It's the first time I've ever seen myself hit a lot of countries And it was just it was a wow factor. Like it really just changed a lot of things in my life. But yeah, but I will say that this year I am going to do a like a actual live concert that celebrates 20 years in the music business. So this year you can expect for me to do a live concert to celebrate 20 years. I'll have an album this year. And then, if you just want to book me to come out, I'll come and do that too.
Okay. All right. And we can get the single everywhere. Let them know one more time, name of the single, where they can find
Trip
it.
Around the Sun, all streaming platforms, AJ Wells. You
AJ
can find
Wells.
me. Yep.
Everywhere.
Any social media platform, MR AJ Wells, not MISTER, Mr. MR AJ Wells. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. AJ Wells in the building. It's been such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Before you go, I mean, you can say no if you don't want to, but can
Okay.
you serenade us a little bit? Just maybe like 4 or 8 bars or something.
4 or 8 bars of something.
Just so you know, if you
Okay.
feel it.
Yeah, I can. I see friends shaking hands, singing, "How do you do?" But they're really saying, "I love you." I hear babies cry, and I've watched them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, and I think to myself, ooh, what a wonderful world.
Mr. AJ Wells, y'all see that? I got goosebumps, okay? When I told y'all he could sing.
I thought about your son. I was like,
Listen.
You know what? It's a wonderful world.
Don't say I never told y'all nothing, okay? Mr. AJ Wells, very talented,
Thank you.
dope person, dope individual, future fashion icon. We just gonna claim that.
This is my
Listen,
third affirming moment of today.
yes,
I was looking for the third one.
that's it.
Okay.
And you out here doing your thing. So
Thank you.
listen, y'all, man, make sure y'all keep up with him, keep up with the vibe, the movement. He's going places. Again, thank you for coming through, y'all.
Thank you.
It's been real. It's the Vibe Session. It's your girl, Queen Neffy, AJ Wells. Till next time, y'all, we out. Peace.